I turn around and be in it, but my extensions are showing.
She is.
Smile, guys.
She's taking
Oh, wait. Just me? Yeah.
20-something. I was just telling,
We were just
talking
in
backstage.
daycare together.
Well,
Infants.
I told my very first show, you have to get a SAG card to work, and the very first show I did to get that SAG card was 90210, and I played a reporter, and I had a scene with Jason Presley, and he was so nice, and I remember you walking by.
Did you just take your shoe off?
I did. I can't.
That was hot.
You're so funny. It was random, but I have nerve damage from chemo. That's not hot. And I walk gimpy. Oh, what the hell? Did somebody do that? Just throw water, or did it fall off?
I just dropped my water.
So this is gonna be fun.
My water just broke.
I'm gonna be shoeless.
Just
She's gonna have
kidding.
no water.
I'm gonna pause.
We're gonna need
Hold on.
vodka by the end of this.
Wait, you have vodka?
Much better. So, I ended up getting my SAG card, 90210. But I will tell you, Tori walked by. She's not gonna remember. I was like a snot-nosed news reporter. I just started. You were so cool and funny. You were so nice. You won't remember it, but you were so sweet. Just like Heather Locklear was to me when I did 90210, or Melrose. Fast forward, I told Heather yesterday. Heather sent me to. I didn't know what I was gonna do with my mob. It was like a disaster. I had roots down to here. I know you won't believe it, Tori, but some gray was popping up. Very bizarre. And
Are you telling my life story?
and I said, I need a hair person, and so, oh my God, you're falling apart.
Oh, now it's my phone.
It's a disaster.
Falling apart. That happened a long time ago.
So, yeah, me too. So Heather said to me, Tori is going to be there. I need you to tell Tori how much I love her. I've always loved her. When Heather gets passionate about somebody, Heather is a girl's girl and has loved Tori since Tori was a little girl. And I thought, that is true. Heather has known you since you were very young, and you've kind of been around since you were young.
True.
Yep. And has loved you for a long time.
And my dad loved Heather.
She loved your dad. Oh my gosh.
Lucky Penny, he always
That's
said.
what he called her, and he would bring her on a show. If you don't know, her dad was Aaron Spelling, the great Aaron Spelling, and the Love Boat. Oh my gosh, all the great shows that a lot of us grew up on, right? Fantasy Island, the plane. I almost got that job. Yes, and many. And Heather Locklear comes along, this beautiful teenager, and his golden penny, because he would put her in a show, and my gosh, how do you not look at her? But more than that, she's got this inner beauty, and you can see it, and she loves Tori. So we started talking about the business and kids, and I said, she has 5. Then I see her today, and I'm like, are they adopted? Are they adopted like me? So how does one, in this nutty world, accomplish it? Because you love motherhood.
I do.
And that is, I'm telling you, in this business, it's not a rarity, but it's rare to find someone as famous who has so much love for her babies and bringing them up in this place, right? Where you grew up.
And people always say, oh my gosh, how do you do it with 5? I'm like, whether it's 1, whether it's 5, whether it's 10, it's a lot.
I have 2. 5, no, I could never.
Yeah.
And the age spans now, what are the, because you kind of, does it get better when they get older, easier?
Does it? No. I find it harder now. So they span 10 years. So my oldest is 17. Ooh.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I have one of those. Girl.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
I got one of those. My youngest is 7.
Wow.
17, 15, about to be 16 next week. Oh my God.
Teenagers. Driving? Anyone driving?
Well, you guys, like back,
Uber. My daughter doesn't have her license. She's like,
so back in the day, I couldn't wait to get my driver's license.
Same.
That was, I was just like, let's do this.
Yeah,
but now they're just like,
yeah, same. My daughter's gonna be. It is, and I grew up in another country. All my friends are back in Canada, and we have a group text. But also the friends that I've met here that are in the industry are very few, and some are mostly the makeup artists, or I've met, a couple of the hair people that have stayed in my life, or neighbors. I've met some of my best friends have been my neighbors, and it's just been so. I have a neighbor that's from Canada, so you find commonality in different things, and people are like, oh, you're best friends with your neighbor? Yes, I mean, I love her. Have you had that before? You meet people that are older that you just have that with, that are nothing to do with our crazy business?
I mean, I'm a people person. I'm a talker,
Yeah.
so I like meeting people.
Same.
I like hearing their stories. So yeah.
What's a perfect day for Tori? What do you envision for your perfect Sunday?
Sunday?
Yep, that's my favorite day.
Oh wait, weekends exist when you're a mom? What are you talking about? The kids are like, oh, it's the weekend.
We want to go with. I remember when they were like, I want to go to a movie. I'm like, thank God, I drop them off, and then I go to like Barnes and Noble. But let's say the kids are at camp. What would you do by yourself for the perfect, just Tori time?
Oh, now you're panicking me.
Oh, now I'm having a hot flash.
I don't like to go. Oh, is that what it is?
No, no, I'm having one.
No, me too, probably. I don't like to be alone.
What? Okay, Heather, that's her.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I love. Heather's like this. I go, I gotta go home. I got like kids, and she's like, oh, why don't you see and watch some true crime? I've been here all day. I want to go home and take a bath. I love alone time.
Like the dog pile, all in bed.
Yes.
And I literally will be in the bed and
With
I'll be
dog
like
fur?
on the edge, like hanging off. Like,
Because you don't want to make them uncomfortable.
maybe, but I just like, you know what I think it is? I grew up in a very
Big house.
correct. I was trying to find the right word. I'm just trying to fit in, guys.
Yours was the first house I saw when I came to Hollywood, when I moved here from Miami. And I remember getting driven by to go to Fox. And it was a weird detour because I ended up there. And he goes, that is Aaron Spelling's house. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. And then we were driving for a while, and then he goes, that is Aaron Spelling's house still. I was like, holy mackerel. But I can't imagine. So did you want something a little more obviously cozy with your kids?
Yeah, it was so big it was its own city, basically.
Different zip code. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So for you,
I always say that, I don't know why. I didn't grow up there.
Yeah.
We moved there when I was 16.
So 16's that age where you're starting to push for your own freedom. And
It's interesting because I feel like when I was young, people were like, oh, your dad's famous, your dad's rich. And I was just like, get to know me. I promise I'm normal. But
Yeah.
It's like, what's normal? That's,
and to
our
have to
own
go through
perception.
life having to use that as a preface to being like, this is who I really am. That's got to be, kind of tough as opposed to just being who you are. People getting it.
And my kids never got to see that house. They see pictures of
Yeah.
that house.
Yeah.
So they can't even
Weird.
fathom
Yeah.
what it's like. And they'll go to grandma's place and they'll be like, wow, grandma's rich.
That's and how do you balance that sort of into and then normalcy? Like, it just is what it is. There are people that have very wealthy parents. That's just the way life is. And it's normal for them.
This is true.
Are all your kids
Is this
super
boring, you guys?
No. Yeah. I was going to ask, do they have any questions? But do you have, are all your kids different personalities, and are some of them more like you than others? Because my son's like me, my daughter's more like my ex.
They definitely, you know what? They're all kind, and I feel like
Love that.
yeah, and that's my
That's the
biggest thing.
best.
Is I was like, you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be outgoing, you can do this, you know, be on,
kind.
but just be kind, and just if you lead with kindness, I feel like you can't fail.
Yeah. Kindness.
I've taught them that, and they all have great, gigantic hearts. So
That is the best compliment you can get by other parents when they're out, just like how nice your kids are. I know polite's a good one too, but kindness to me is huge. So, juggling everything that you do, what is your, let's say, because everyone says to me, Rocco, when he leaves, and I'm like, he's 14, but
So,
what?
are we going back to my perfect day?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer, you guys.
Yeah, really? Like mine would just be taking a long bath and then painting. I like to paint. Do you have a hobby?
You said bath. I don't think I've when I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
single, and I'm single again. Okay. Now,
There you
everything
go.
comes full circle. Here we are. Anyone have a hot bath around here? I used to be like, oh, I'd work and I'd come home and have a bubble bath, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is so nice.
Yeah.
And then once you have kids, you just
Yeah. Those days,
things
especially
change. Your
5.
priorities change.
Yeah. 5 is a whole different deal, honey. I mean, I can't even. Does anyone else have 5 in your crew that you worked with? I don't think so, right? I think you have the biggest amount.
I do.
Wow.
I do. No, I am wrong.
What?
Brian Austin Green has 5.
He does?
I know. Donna and David, we actually
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
forever.
Donna and David ended up having the most kids.
Isn't that crazy?
I love Brian.
We were the youngest on the show.
Yeah.
Who thought the virgin on the show was then go on,
Well, how many of
Donna
you guys
Martin
grew up
graduates,
with...
Donna Martin procreates a lot.
Well, 90210 was one of the last shows that people, before Super Reality Group came in, right? Right. And so many people grew up. Oh, the picture. You guys were on every cover. You guys were doing, the numbers were crazy. People had parties for 90210. And they were so invested in your life. It was hard because you were all young. I can't imagine how y'all sort of dealt with that. Did you all kind of would bring it closer together because it was hard at that age, or how did you deal? It was phenomenal. It was nutty.
You know what? I didn't understand it or comprehend exactly what was. I mean, we were just in it.
Yeah.
And we were working and doing, and I think the guys, I always say this, but the guys got it more, like,
Yeah.
the shopping malls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So,
screaming teen girls.
Luke and Jason, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
The Peach Pit.
right? Oh,
Who was?
party in the Peach Pit.
Oh, look at the picture. Is that? Oh, you were.
Oh, my
you were. That's Jason Priestley. Oh, you know what? He was sweet. Ian Ziering.
Oh my gosh.
He's a baby. I don't know if you know, but I was in Sharknado 4 with Ian. Yeah.
Cool. I was in Sharknado 6 with Ryan. Top that. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I went home to my kids. I was like, do you guys want me to be a reporter who gets 3 scenes, or a person on a train who gets eaten by it? They're like, the train! Of course.
Wait, you got to choose?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, yeah, and it was like, I got eaten on a train, of course. It was great. And they're like, okay, when you get eaten, did you get eaten?
I did not get eaten.
Oh, so that's, hey, come back.
Fine, you win.
Shark 7, Sharknado 7.
Wait,
I am so
are they
into
making
those.
one?
I don't know, of course.
They
probably.
should.
I love those so much. I'm terrified of great white, so it's so fun to be involved in it. But I did the racing thing. Did you ever do the Toyota Celebrity Pro Racing? I did it.
No, I would do that.
Oh, you would be good for that because
Wait,
you're
like
fun.
driving or like a flag girl? What?
You could be a flag girl with your cute little body, but no, driving against each other. And Brian Austin Green, like, I didn't know they all take it so seriously. I was out there just to have some fun. I'm like, oh, damn. Everybody's like passing me, and Brian's like, very serious.
I'm very competitive.
Oh, you'd probably. My friend Kate Castillo is very competitive, and she just blew by me. You would
Do you like
probably
that I
do
keep
well.
standing? I'm sorry, you guys. I keep standing. Like,
Yeah.
my
No, but it's
kids
good.
for Mother's Day, I put it out there, so it's no,
What'd they get you? I need that.
easy. Dermal piercings.
What? Wait, they cut me up to move my boobs
Yeah,
and take
there's
them out
four.
for kids.
Midlife
I need
crisis
this.
1, midlife crisis 2, 3, and 4.
I need to know how this works. What do you mean? Are they in the skin surgically? Or do they just get stuck on?
Well, I'm not a professional. Don't try this at home. But
Are they comfortable or uncomfortable? They look good.
so here is the thing. I feel like, Donna, that was my jam back in the day.
And by the way, low rise like the Frank B's. I'm sorry, but they were awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I miss those. And when you've
Remember
got that,
Miss 60? Remember
Yes.
those sorry.
Yeah.
Roxy, like
Yes.
back in the day.
the best. You guys, I don't know if you're there for the 90s, but 90s and 2000, they were the best.
I know.
We were so lucky to be working in Hollywood
Oh my
then.
gosh.
Now it's all cancel culture, but I be canceled after the first commercial break. But it was so much fun back
Are
then.
we canceled yet?
No, because it's a great women
Never.
audience and great guys. You guys are great.
Anyway, I'm standing
Yeah.
because I didn't think about that. I was like, hey, when I was young, I wore a lot of midriffs.
Yeah.
I had a stomach. I'm
Well, you
proud that I'm 51 and I have this stomach.
Hello, give it up for 5 kids at 51. Look at her. I would go to the grocery store with like this all the time.
But anyway, I didn't think about it. So
Here you are.
Things snag on them.
Yeah. Oh, your sweater. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
And
anything. And
so does it hurt?
A little bit.
Okay. Oh.
But
Look
it's
at-
fresh.
Look at, he's giving us the
Oh,
this.
Mark, you have to do this one.
That means we're crazy. I don't understand. We're crazy? We know. Thank you. Ooh.
Okay.
So,
We're
yes.
talkers. We could sit here forever.
We can. So in the next 10 minutes, what is a misconception? I'm going to ask what Kara asked me because there's so many misconceptions about me. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm a homebody and I'm...
Wait, in 10 minutes, you want me to answer that?
No, okay.
Wait.
I haven't dated in 10 years and I'm so happy. When you were saying, oh yeah, I'm single, okay, what is it like for you? Have you been on Rhea? Do you go out? Do you get, it's got to be so bizarre for you to try to...
It's pronounced Raya.
Okay, she's been there.
No,
it's a
no,
dating
no,
app
no,
for
no,
really
no,
like
no.
famous people. Like
Wait.
it's scary. But I did see Ben Affleck on it. Yeah, before J-Lo. I was like, I'm not supposed to say all this shit, but it's a dating app for super famous people. And I was swinging by, and I was like, you have to sign up. It's $8 a month. I saw Moby. I saw Ben Affleck. I saw mostly.
Wait, I'm pretty sure you cannot divulge.
Correct, but I'm not on it anymore, so I don't care. I kept looking because they're all like really famous producers.
Like you're not on or you paused it?
No, I'm not on. I don't care.
Cool.
So anyway, you're single. Where do you see yourself? I hate this question in front of yours, but what was the question Kara asked me that I wanted to ask her? I just said it and I forgot it.
Oh, you were talking about dating. You were no.
No.
Okay, good.
What up? Yes. Thank you.
So
Come up and interview her. What would you tell
married
23-year-old
18
Donna?
years together with my
Gosh. Yeah.
still my
Ex.
husband.
Yeah.
But
Canadian. They're supposed to be nice. I'm Canadian.
he's great.
Yeah, oh, that's nice to say. Not so much on my part. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, we're in public, so
Yes. Oh, see, I don't have a filter.
No, you know what? It's tough. You know what? I feel like having kids with another human.
Yes.
It's just
magical.
and no one tells you that.
It's hard.
No one
But-
tells you that because you were both raised differently. You have different opinions.
Yeah.
And it's challenging.
I think it's the hardest job I've ever had.
The thing.
Yeah.
We co-parent.
Yeah. What would you tell? That must must be nice, co-parenting. I haven't talked to mine in 5 years.
Really? No.
Yeah.
It's very amicable.
Good. That's nice. Okay, what would you tell your 23-year-old self at this point in your life what are you, 52? I'm 57.
I'm 51.
Oh, excuse you, then I'm 56.
No, you're not.
I'm 57.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't challenging you. It was a compliment.
Love you, Tori. Yeah, I can't, like, look at the body on you. It's ridiculous.
I thought you said 37, 36.
Yeah, pretty much. It used to be my breast size, but they chopped them off. They're in a landfill now. She has that. You should see mine. It's carved up like a Christmas turkey, only because of cancer. Don't be eyeing, I'll never wear a bikini again. I should have done. This is my regret. Playboy offered me 4 times. I said no. What's your regret?
I don't believe in regrets.
I do, because I don't have those boobs anymore. Really? I could have looked.
I should have done Playboy too. Damn it. Oh, man.
Right?
Wait, how much did they offer you?
I know. But it went down. Every year it would go down because I was getting older and they were getting long, saggier. They were real.
What's wrong with me? I didn't get offered that much.
Well, I think they were desperate at that point. But I said no, and I should have said yes, because then I could have used that money, Tori, much later on in life. Don't know if you heard my story, but I will say I like the no regrets thing, because regrets are kind of like, I live in the moment. Regrets are nothing but sadness. Look in the rear view mirror. It's done. Can't change. But if we, and then I try to look forward, I get major anxiety. I don't know about you, I have anxiety attacks. I need to have Xanax, because I will, not only will I go forward, I'll think the worst case scenario. So the CPA will call, I'm like, I'm gonna be homeless, and then he's like, oh, I got your tax from 2022 worked out. I'm like, what? I go there. Do you do that? No.
No, only because I used to watch a lot of horror films. Used to. But yeah, so I'd always be like, oh my gosh, but that's how my brain thinks. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this could be a movie. What could happen? But worst case scenario, you know what? I don't anymore.
Good for you. Therapy? Have you done the therapy thing?
I mean, I have 5 kids that tell me. My 15-year-old is my therapist.
I actually think that could be a good thing.
She's really good. We were just talking backstage. She needs a job. So if anyone needs a therapist, she's like brilliant. I'm like, are you kidding me? How do you know this stuff?
Really?
Yeah, she's really good.
So she's wise at 15.
Don't make your kid your best friend.
Oh, I know. Mine's
or
my
your
friend
therapist.
too. Well,
or your chauffeur.
Or your chef. I've made mine my friend too, and everyone's like, you shouldn't do that. I also, when we moved into the apartment, I gave her the master bedroom, don't call it that anymore. The
primary?
Thank you. And then I took the small one, and I love it. It's cozy, and I'm digging it, and everyone's like, all my friends go, oh, you are the, and I was like, I really don't care. And they said, you're showing her that she's the boss. And maybe I am, but I'm so happy, because she went from really big to really small. I went from really small in life to really big. And now I'm small again, and I don't care. So I think we have life lessons. We don't have lice. Although my kids did once. That's a nightmare. Oh, the school thing. Your kids had lice, it's a nightmare. And they gave it to me.
Really?
Yeah. I had to go to this place. I had to take all my extensions out. I ripped them out. I said, there are what in my hair? This was 5 years ago. Ripped my extensions out. I poured that oil on my own head. These are the women that own the salon. They're like, what the hell? Threw them on the floor. They go in a bag. It was a nightmare.
They try to make it sound sexy. They're like, fairies. They have, right? Have you been
the wig fairy with lice? It's a discount. But Tori Spelling is an icon here in Hollywood. I love getting to know a little side of Tori, because sometimes we only see, a picture of her. We see her as Donna. We've loved her as Donna forever.
I am Donna.
You are Donna, and it's so nice to talk to you.
That was real. Wait, what? No, well,
you did grow up
imitating life, imitating art.
Yes.
I always say, people are like, oh, you played that character. I'm like, actually, Donna is Tori.
so, I mean, that's...
You know, it's back before we had, if it was Netflix now, it would be full Tori. Like, but Donna had to be, you know.
But you guys have to understand how randomly strange that is, because I myself on TV, she was in a written show, but it was very close to who she is. That's very strange. So you're acting lines, but it's truly you growing up. That's amazing, because you're playing yourself, but you're not. It's very strange.
So Jenny Garth and I have a podcast, 9021 OMG. It's a rewatch. So we're going back and going through all the seasons.
I love that.
And it's crazy because we'll watch an episode and I'm like, oh my gosh, wait. And not just my character, other characters. I was like, wait, that story happened in real life. Like, I feel like my dad and mom were just like, okay, hey, telling the writers, like, guess what happened at our house this weekend? Like, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, so you're putting it together now with Jenny. That's hysterical. Okay, so Tori and Jenny Garth, whom I love, they have a podcast called 90210. Oh my God, that's brilliant. And they watch their shows and talk about it, which I think, and maybe tell the inside of what happened on the show. I love that. And where can we hear that?
Anywhere you get your podcast. It's iHeartRadio podcast, but anywhere you download, follow, subscribe, give us 5 stars. Wait.
Yeah, they go follow,
Yelp
like, and subscribe. They always do that. Hit the bell. I'm like, don't give me homework. I'm just listening to the show. But do follow. Do follow.
But I have a new podcast.
Oh, hello.
Called Misspelling.
Oh, I love that. You're so clever. I need you to help me get a name for mine.
I mean, I was
misspelling.
I feel blessed that. I mean,
you are
Tori,
misspelling.
I've used it in a million different ways.
But now misspelling because you are misspelling. But I misspelled a lot. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to Tori Spelling. You're amazing. I've known her for a long time. It's so great to see her up here.
Are you guys having fun here? Expo I've done in numerous cities, and it's amazing. And I'm sure you've been here. If you haven't looked around, there's amazing shopping and beauty treatments and food.
I'm going to look around right after this. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh!
It's my first time here, so
it's good.
I'm looking forward to meeting some of you, and well, of course, shopping. You know, you got to shop. All right, thank you so much, Tori.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys out there.
Wait, Playboy offered you how much?